It's been fucking storming like a motherfucker over here today. God damn.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Real Estate Podcast, episode 265. I'm here with Griffin.
I'm here with Trav.
And we're catching spears and throwing them back without them.
That's for storming like a motherfucker with Griffin.
Dude, it's crazy, man.
Wish it would rain in here, dude. It was humid as fuck.
It was feeling all right today, but it was real cloudy and everything. But like, I know once this storm's over, it's going to be
hot.
3 times hotter than the fucking thermometer set. You know what I mean?
Greenhouse effect, dude.
Yeah, it's that fucking the air that you wear over here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway.
We watched the Northman.
Yeah, dude. Finally.
There's nothing more north than the Northman, dude. Like,
oh no.
I ain't ever seen a straight up Viking movie.
No, not like this, dude. Like, you know, people said that like that it was hard to understand, it was hard to follow, that you know. I mean, I it was fine, right?
They pretty much laid it out for you.
Yeah.
He was going to avenge his father.
I mean,
yeah,
it was Macbeth with Vikings.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, right.
They're like, you need a degree in Viking mythology, and it's like, maybe like to get some of the references of some things, but
yeah, but
I kind of picked up on it. It was just a jest. It was in jest.
I knew enough about the mythology to be able to pick up what's going on here. You know what I mean?
Dude, ain't no party like a Viking party, dude.
Dude, they fucking get down
like a dog.
Yeah, dude. Like, that was awesome.
So, like,
right?
I guess these guys did their research. So, like, they really did shit like this.
Yeah.
Like,
allegedly.
Yeah. Whenever he would take his son in there, like getting him ready to be the king, they had to get on the floor and drink out of bowls and bark at each other. I didn't know they were so wolf heavy. Like,
how incredible was Willem Dafoe?
Oh, he was so good. When he did that, like, she prefers the brother's dick thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't wrong, though.
Nah, dude.
Whenever he said that, I was like, ooh.
Yeah. Little fortune teller action over here. Yeah, dude. I've never seen, I'm glad that it was represented in the film, but I wasn't expecting it to be as heavily represented about just how much they were using psychedelics to you know what I mean? And that was cool, like, because that shit was real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was fucking
awesome. When he drugs the town.
Oh my god!
While he's picking them off.
Those motherfuckers. That one dude was laying on the ground, stabbing himself in the neck.
Yeah,
like, God damn. He's like, tonight my blade will feed. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And that blade was bad as fuck, right?
Yeah. Did you notice when he was using it during the daytime, he wouldn't open it?
Yeah, it wouldn't come out.
Whenever that guy told him, well, I mean.
Well, you know.
He just told him, like, you got to use it at night. So he left the thing on it when he was hitting him, like.
Yeah. Well, and somebody picked it up at one point and tried to unsheath thy sword, and it wasn't unsheathed. Yeah, had a chastity belt on it.
Like when he got it, how they showed the little fight between him and the dude. I was like, oh shit, White Walker.
Yeah.
And then it was like, it was all in his head or something like it.
Yeah.
Like he imagined that was what's going to happen. Like,
yeah.
Pretty cool fight though.
Well, it's cool how like they kind of show the liberties, because this is based off of, you know, a story. Like, it's not verbatim or anything like that, but it's based off of a Norse story, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming that in the story that fight is written in there, right?
Probably.
But in reality, I mean, that shit didn't happen in real. Yeah. And it's just to me, that's kind of how I interpreted that was alluding to the fact of how like it was.
That's what legends told.
Exaggerated. Yeah, exactly. It was exaggerated.
Really he just grabbed it and that motherfucker turned into a pile of ashes. Like.
Yeah. But nah, man, it was. And this might be like the best thing I've seen fucking Skarsgård in. This Skarsgård. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, he was great in The Stand. Like, don't get me wrong. He was in everything that I've seen him in. He's been pretty good. But like in this though,
Yeah.
that hunch, that fucking
Oh,
Norseman
dude, when he
hunch.
was fucking walking forward with the blade, like
Yeah, dude.
he fucking got into
Yeah,
shape too. Like
dude.
dude
He
was
was
ripped,
fucking.
man.
Yeah.
I mean, out of the 3 films that Robert Eggers has done so far, I would say this is my favorite.
I understand that. Yeah. I mean, it's just it's different. You know what I mean? Like,
I think I enjoyed the change of pace because The Witch was a slow burn, The Lighthouse was a slow burn despite the incredible acting, but they were slow burn films.
yeah,
This
this was.
movie is just brutality
Yeah,
from
dude.
start to finish,
There's a
man.
lot
Yeah.
of violence going on.
Yeah.
Incredibly violent.
When he cut that
Yeah.
motherfucker's nose off, I was like, "Ooh, Michael
Yeah.
Jackson."
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
and when he just slowly stabs
Yeah.
that sword in his face,
I was like, "Whoa."
like
Yeah.
like if like this movie's like anger management for psychos condensed into 2 hours.
It's that
Right.
classic
Yeah.
Like,
tale though, man. Kid's
dude,
father gets murdered by a traitor. Traitor becomes a king. Kid runs away. You know what I mean? Kid runs
Yeah.
away,
dude,
comes back,
and
avenges his father. Like,
they even throw in a weapon quest to boot,
yeah.
man.
Yeah. Yeah. Fetch
They got
quest.
Dude, when
they
he
go
went down there to
fucking
get that
Conan the
weapon, I was like,
Barbarian on it.
Elden Ring? Like,
Yeah.
Dude,
Right.
that
Oh
was my
man.
thoughts when he fought the Draugr for that sword.
Yeah.
Now here's my question about that scene, because me and my oldest watched it, and we were curious about it as well. So we see the fight play out. When the fight concludes, the camera pans, and he's still in front of the Draugr. Nothing. It's like it never happened. Did he fight that thing in his mind?
Yeah. I
Was
mean,
well,
my
kind of like what
interpretation
Griffin
was.
said a bit ago. Sounds pretty.
Yeah, like that's a real it's a real story that they're kind of adapting. It's loosely adapted, and I'm sure in the story it actually has him fighting that thing, but in reality,
Like there
he didn't
was
really.
no
Yeah, yeah,
10,000-year-old
yeah,
dude holding a
Yeah.
sword that kicked his ass. Like, because like they
But
were
I
real
mean,
good about like, because I really thought, I was like, oh, we're going off the rails here, huh? With like magic and shit. But then it
but
didn't.
it
Like,
but it did it tastefully as to show you that, like, she's a witch.
yeah,
She's not really a
because
witch.
it's mushrooms.
She's just yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, she's just fucking
She's street smart.
she's dosing these dudes, like, but she's a witch. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
stuff like that. Where it's like they took the mythology and they showed it, but they grounded it in reality at
Yeah.
the same time.
Well, like when he was being healed, man, and he wakes up in that hot bath,
Yeah, that
they
hot
would
spring.
do that to heal.
Yeah. That shit looked comfortable though. I
It
ain't
did
gonna
look
lie.
good. He's like, get in here. I ain't done with you.
Especially if she's in there, you know what I'm saying?
like harkening back earlier to the start of the film, though, we get the sequence where he's older, he's with that group, they're all in wolf pelts. We get the shot from the trailer where he catches the spear and they begin that raid.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's one of those long shots, like they don't cut from it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like from the minute he starts breaching the wall, like the camera just stays and it just does that. It's like watching a cinematic 2D video game play out, man. Like,
Yeah,
So,
right.
were they like straight up just going around killing all the men?
Yeah.
So there wouldn't
And
be
they
no
were,
men
and
to
it,
fight against them? It was just women?
yeah, they were killing off the strong ones.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I saw him putting those kids in there. And
Oh
he's
yeah,
over
they
there just
straight,
standing there
yeah,
while they're burning it down. And I'm like, damn, this dude is fucking cold blooded.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, they wanted to show you there just how brutal.
Yeah. And it was, man. They didn't fuck around.
No.
Well, when the fucking Viking ships rolled up, you better get the
I
fuck
wouldn't
out
want
of
to fuck around and
Dodge.
find out.
Or like
either.
when he gets that sword and then he just starts ghosting motherfuckers. Like every night it's another victim.
Yeah.
And like
And he was
he
all
just
in their
starts
head, man. Like,
yeah, he just starts stacking bodies, man. And what's crazy is how he just slips in to this
Yeah.
whole. He brands himself so he looks like one of them.
yeah,
Jumps in the
climbs in the boat.
He
They
just
don't see, you know? Like,
It's
this
like
fucking
he
6 foot
just
fucking Viking climbing in and getting
this
with the rest of the people.
this dude just straight up just waltzed right in out of exile, fucking owns shit, and then fucking it was a trip of a movie.
It was, yeah. I honestly would like to see him do more mythological type films, whether it be Norse or Greek or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like his style is fucking incredible and goes hand in hand with it. I mean, it's nuts, man.
Whenever that first night when he kills like the group of the young guy's friends,
Yeah,
and he's all freaking out, you know. But when the father, his uncle, comes over there and looks at it, he's looking at it. He says, "This is not my God.
yeah,
Like this is something different. This is some evil
yeah,
shit, man. You know, because they're still all believing that there's God. You know, there's gods for this. There's
It
yeah.
was well, like everything was just so well written too, man. Like I can't believe this movie bombed in theaters.
Well, I mean, at the same time, though, it's like, like it has a decently large cast, but nothing like no real superstars associated with it, really. And then, I mean, it's kind of a niche thing, you know. Like, how many people do you know in real life talk about Norse mythology?
one.
Yeah, exactly. That watched it before we did. You know what I mean? Like, so I
Which
understand. I
which
think that
the upturn though is that it says here that it has performed well on video on demand.
Yeah,
yeah,
Because you can rent it on Vudu, I think, or you can buy it. It's one of the two.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. It's on Google, Amazon, all $20 across the board.
yeah. That's how we got it.
Yeah.
So,
Holy shit.
but
I'll absolutely buy a physical copy of this though. Like this deserves to sit on the shelf.
yeah,
Like I
what?
would put like just like I know it's not the same kind of movie, but I would totally sit this on the same shelf as like Conan the Barbarian, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see that. You know.
Like just all out, just just ass kickery. Like this dude's not weak. We
Oh,
have
dude.
Nah,
we have
man.
a lead that's just his fucking intentions are known and crystal clear, and he executes it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how old
Well,
he is, but I'd imagine he's early 20s, maybe, if not in somewhere between 20 and 30.
Well, like
Right.
that shot, the shot during the raid. I'm sorry. It's just my mind's just pulling all these fucking crazy shots now. Like the way this motherfucker's reflexes were like of course we got the spear return, but like there's that part where he's going to cut that corner and that dude with a bow shoots it and he just like Matrix like dodges that
Oh, yeah,
shit.
that was cool. And then looked at
I
him
mean,
when he did it.
yeah,
Or even
yeah,
when they
like
were playing the sport where they got to hit the
yeah,
rock and that rock went past his head. He looked at the dude like, I'm about to fuck you up.
yeah, dude. This dude was the king of "you're gonna die" look. Like,
yeah.
When he gave him that look, I was like, he gonna fuck him up in a minute.
And
Like,
he
oh, and he did, dude. That dude was like
he
as big as the
headbutted the.
mountain.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
probably one of the best moments in this movie is at the very end when he catches that second wind and comes
Oh,
back.
yeah,
Dude, that
yeah,
shit was that ripped.
yeah,
Well, it's like he knew he was gonna die, but he's like, I'm fucking taking you with me, motherfucker. You
yeah,
ain't walking
yeah.
away from here.
Cleaves his fucking head off,
Yeah,
dude. Like it's
that was cool.
insane.
Said, I'll
And I
see you
mean,
at the gates of hell, and it was a goddamn volcano. It was like, that's cool.
yeah,
They're just
they,
out there barefoot walking around it too. I'm like, dick
yeah,
swinging, you know?
I mean, and
yeah,
I wonder how many times like Eggers had to tell these guys whenever they would scream, like how many takes would they have to
Fucking
do to get that
screaming.
out of them? Because dude, that shit was real, man.
Yeah.
Like if you know what I mean. Like it was
I
well
definitely
acted.
believe that he had been walking around since he was like, I don't know, 10 years old with fucking just hate.
yeah.
Just fucking mad as
Yeah.
fuck, dude.
I mean,
His
he
own
fulfilled the
uncle.
prophecy. Yeah, right.
Well, dude, everything stayed on his side too. Like that's what was that's what was crazy was throughout the movie. you know, everybody that he was fucking with, like in their perspective, the gods were shitting on him.
Yeah.
But for him, he stuck to what the woman told him.
Yeah.
And like when he's tied up and he tells the leader, he's like, "You strike me down, dude. It ain't my time. Like I'm not gonna
He's
die.
like, I'm not gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can kick my fucking ass all night, dude.
Then
Ain't
these fucking
shit
crows
changing."
show up. I
Yeah.
was like, they're gonna fucking cut that rope.
Oh, dude, and it does that really cool like semi silhouette shot of Odin just standing there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool as fuck.
Dude, that thing that he was on the horse with that was riding into like the galaxy, I guess Valhalla, right?
It
Is that there?
was the Valkyrie, dude.
Yeah.
That
Those shots were
motherfucker had
nuts.
braces though. Did you see what looked like?
Yeah.
It wasn't, but it looked like braces.
I didn't know this detail. Corey brought it to my attention because I was talking to him about it at work, and he said somewhere in Norse mythology that like Vikings had not the Vikings, but Valkyries had like some sort of metal like construction. Either they had metal teeth,
Okay.
or yeah,
Because I definitely noticed. I was like, "What's on its teeth?" It's like,
Yeah.
It was a crack at authenticity, I guess, man.
Yeah. One thing that I read too was that like for certain people that like fall in battle, after they die, they would file the center of their teeth down, and then they would pour wax into it to give the illusion that they have, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That they have that same thing that the Valkyrie has going on as a way to like gain good favor with the Valkyrie while they're being carried to Valhalla or Valhall, however they pronounce it.
Oh man, and just the way it looked for the Valkyries carrying him, that shot of the horse going towards the gate in the sky,
slow motion,
dude, that was awesome.
epic as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I knew that Nicole Kidman,
the times where
the mom, I knew she wasn't gonna
yeah.
want to leave with him. I fucking knew it, dude. I was like, she ain't gonna be down to fuck. She ain't gonna be DTL. You know what I'm saying?
But she was with TF though.
Well, dude, whenever he carried her out, she was screaming. She had to do that for the rest of the people in the village, like to make them think she didn't want to fuck the uncle, but she was already fucking him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, short performance by fucking Hawke, but great performance by Hawke though. You know,
I mean,
I like that tree.
Dude, the way he was talking, I was waiting for him to start talking about stormcloaks and the broadcloaks or whatever. I think the damn factions from Skyrim.
Whenever he went inside to try to see if his mom was in there, and he saw the rug with the family, you know, the king tree.
Yeah.
I was like that. Whenever they show that, I was like, cool as fuck. Whenever he kisses the little wound on her neck, and he can see the king tree with added.
Yeah, with her and she's like, I didn't want to tell you until it was time, and
he's
I'm
like, he'll hunt us forever, and it's like, dude, just leave with her. His dude was like, nah, dude, I gotta die in motherfucking battle, bitch.
Yeah,
it's about that life, man.
You know, I think it's been said through other people too, man, and I'd like to elaborate on it. It's been said like, you know, there's not enough movies like this made anymore.
No, dude, not at all.
If at all, yeah.
Yeah.
And here's my thing: I want more of it. Like, give me like classic stories like this, but give it to me through different cultures, man.
Yeah.
Like, show like all of them, fucking all of them. Like, I could not get tired of movies like this, man. I don't think.
No. Could you imagine a flick like this done with a Native American tribe?
Oh, dude, all of them, dude. Think of like the crazy, like all the different cultures and like Africa, all the fucking continents, man, like everything, because all the different cultures of the world have these really intense, unique stories. There's legends, like they've all got them, yeah. And I would like more of this style. I would enjoy more Norse stuff. I'd enjoy all the different shit if they could make it, man.
Well, we were talking about Hollywood,
stuff
man,
to be made.
You just keep remaking the same shit over and over and over, and they're like, this is different.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? The Lighthouse was different. That movie, the Green Knight, that was different. Like, give us more. We like different. We don't need the same Fast and Furious formula or Top Gun, which I actually heard has really good ratings, but
Yeah,
And I
of course
mean,
it does.
and Robert Eggers, I would love to see more action sequences from this guy.
Yeah,
These were great. He didn't have a lot of them in his first two films, but he gave us the whole buffet in this one.
Yeah, I think that this dude is gonna blow up, man. Like no shit. Like the witch was what it was. It did how it did. The lighthouse was what it was. It did how it did. This did, but like the vision is there. The
Yeah.
direction, the storytelling, and the fact that like he wrote everything that he has directed, or at least been a co-writer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's just got that vision, man. And this was a fairly large budgeted film, especially for what he's done previously.
Yeah.
I really think that he is going to take it to the next level. And that makes me excited because I mean, I would love to see what this guy's got up his sleeve,
Well, he's gonna do Nosferatu, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
the
that he's
next.
going to remake
I think
Nosferatu. Yeah,
so far it's him and the Queen's Gambit, the girl that was in the movie.
yeah,
She's been rumored to be in it, but
and that's fine with me. She's great.
I mean, it's time to make one. I mean, and I think he's a good candidate to make it.
He definitely has like the
good
visual
vision, man.
storytelling. Yeah. I'm low key excited for that because he's gonna bring fucking Willem Dafoe into it.
Yeah. Have y'all ever
And-
read the book, The Witch? Because he wrote the book and then it became a movie. And
No.
sometimes the book's better.
Yeah.
I
Movie wasn't bad.
don't think I've seen it.
I feel like as time goes on and like this guy is gonna obviously I feel like he's gonna be the Tarantino of this style of film.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna have all because I mean think about it. Think of the cast in this movie and just how it snowballed from people who maybe were not as prolific in the States to having people like Kidman, Hawke, Dafoe, and all the other people too. I was just saying here, Bjork's in this movie. Was Bjork the priestess?
Yes.
Yeah, that thing with the crazy headdress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so, dude. At some points while I'm watching this, the movie almost looked black and white. Did it not?
Yeah.
Like it was so grim.
Yeah.
That it looked like that scene where she's talking. I was like sitting there watching it, and I was like, "Is this black and white?" Then I can see some color on something. I was like, "It's not. It's just the way it's shot. Like,
Yeah.
it can look cool, all metallic looking." I didn't know that was her, but when you said Bjork, I was like, "Oh, that had to be the bitch with the headdress." Like,
Yeah, that was her.
creepy. And if you ever want to be a Viking, you just need to get that little
That throat
down.
throttle. Yeah, that little throttle.
When he went in there and talked to that guy, that was, and then he picked up the jester's head. And it was like, "Yep, that's Willem Dafoe."
Yeah,
And then he channeled him.
Yeah. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Like if the witch piqued my interest and the lighthouse got my attention, the Northman's brought me on board.
Yeah.
Like I'm down to watch with this dude's
The
stuff,
lighthouse,
man.
what was it? Your Curiosity?
Yeah.
Now he's got your attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was a great. Let's fucking talk. Wait, let's talk about this mom shit for a second.
Ooh.
Was anybody expecting it to go there?
I thought for a second, I was like, is she going to kiss him when she got that close?
When she started getting really like up in the face, I was like, is she about to like psych him out?
Well, what that told you there when she was like, you could just kill him and we could rule it. I was like, she's a whore. She's a whore. Whatever to just be in charge.
And she told him that. She's like, look at this. I got the brand. I was nobody until your dad fucking put a baby in me.
Slave to queen.
Yeah.
It's a long way to the top.
If you want to fuck your kid,
Yeah. I mean, she was about that life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, damn, she
That
was
was
all in
weird.
on it. Yeah.
Oh man, and then he has to do the two things he don't do. He kill
killed a
women and
woman.
kill
Yeah.
kids.
Back to
And he
back.
just had, yeah.
That
Dude, that
kid's
kid was
what fucked
shaking
him
the
up, dude.
fuck out.
That's
Yeah,
what
that kid was
fucking fucked
shaking
him
the
up when
fuck
he
out of
went to
him,
fight,
dude.
man.
Yeah.
Because whenever he took the thing off and you see him, because you know they're like getting naked in front of the volcano, like
Yeah.
he was
just
all fucked up.
When he took them out, he just kind of stood there for a second. And I was like, yeah, that was the thing that fucks him up.
Yeah. He knew in that moment. He's like, I know what I need to do.
Whenever that dude came in there and he grabbed the two bodies to drag them out, and he was like, "Beat me at the gates of hell." It's like, dude, I'm just gonna fucking kill you right now.
Yeah.
Like,
fuck.
but it was the honor thing. It was that's the thing to do. He had to fight him at the gates of hell.
Yeah.
It'd been mentioned earlier. Like, so in his mind, he's like, "There's no other way." It's like, oh, you can do it right now. I mean,
Yeah.
as soon as he turns his back, just chop his fucking head off.
Yeah.
He didn't show. He didn't give your dad a fucking any honor.
No,
You
dude.
know, he had people swarm him, and then he walked up and chopped his head off. But when he chopped that motherfucker's head off, I was so happy, dude.
Oh, dude.
So
he
happy.
He went Hulkamania and ran wild on his ass, dude. Like,
yeah,
that's what that was. He like, and I wasn't expecting it. I was like, man, he's just gonna die, and like maybe something crazy like the fucking volcano erupts, and that's how it happens, or some shit. But no, dude. Took a second breath, got up, and fucking went ham.
Yeah. Did the Lord's work, man. It was so well done, man.
The way that they did that, man, when like the sword goes across and you see the head come off, but his arm is still stuck out, and it's like he's just holding the knife there to the side of him.
Yeah.
And then the body falls, and it's like, oh no, it got him.
Yeah.
Bummer. But at least that motherfucker got, you know, what he had coming first. Like,
well, it's like when dude was writing the movie, they were like, so this is happening. It's like, you know what? Fuck it. This guy's been pissed the whole fucking movie. Let's give them what they want.
Yeah. And sure
it was a satisfying like ending. Like, I was okay with him dying as long as that dude died as well.
Yeah, first and got his head chopped off.
Yeah.
That's what he did to his father.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were so sentimental with hearts.
I know, dude.
He's like, he took my son's heart, the motherfucker. And he's like, bring it. Like, he had to have it for the funeral.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, do you though?
Yeah.
Kind of already dead, man.
Could you imagine a film like this set in Egypt?
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, dude.
God damn, dude. Like, I wish that he would do a trilogy. You know what I mean?
Shit too. Like,
yeah.
We just don't get enough of that. Like, they made a few movies back in the day, but it's like, they just stopped making that shit. You know, and then we had that little thing recently with Moon Knight where it was like, ooh, yeah, let's get off into some of that again.
Welly. But yeah, I'm giving it a full star, man. It was fucking great. Like, The Witch was one of those things that I went and watched, and I was like, this is interesting. Like, it wasn't my favorite film. It was okay. Like, I'm interested in revisiting it. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
I was all in whenever I watched The Lighthouse.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, whatever. Like, I knew that if he could hit a dead ringer with his third film.
Wait, The Witch was his first film?
Yeah.
So not too bad for a first film, right? I mean,
no, dude, not at all.
He's been badass from the get go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he only had a couple of shorts he did before he actually got a real movie.
Yeah. The Witch has some great shots in it as well. It's
absolutely. Whoever he uses for his cinematography, man,
I like the color.
Yeah.
Like something, you know.
Well, not only the color, but the way that he uses natural light to light his scenes.
Almost
like,
a lack of color.
Yeah, I mean, exactly.
Well, just think of how original this guy's been so far with all of his stuff. His first film was just atmospheric as hell. The second movie was completely done like purposely done in a completely different format. Like he just kind of time traveled with production value.
Hey,
And then with this, he just went full,
So like with the Northman, this was like a folk tale, like a legend, like yeah. So was the witch. That's that. The original title of the witch was The Witch, a New England folk tale.
Yeah, yeah.
He should do more of those.
Yeah.
He just picks a somewhere.
It's certainly his niche for sure. Because even the Lighthouse had some stuff to
like the
it.
mermaid, the siren, like
yeah.
The ejaculation.
I mean, he had to go for it. You know,
dude.
Whenever he was like, "Well, I'm gonna have him jerk off to the mermaid statue," someone was like, "Huh?" Robert Pattinson. He's like, "Yeah, the Twilight guy."
Come again? Yeah.
So you're gonna put on this mermaid outfit, and we're gonna slow pan from your fin to your face, and just sit there.
Okay.
What's with this thing on the front of the? Don't worry about that. Just leave it alone.
Need to go in and cut. Like whenever he's like jerking off, and then it cuts back to Rainn Wilson laying on his side like the fish boy. House of a Thousand Corpse. And even change the aspect ratio, make it black and white. It's like, what the fuck happened?
If they did something like the Lighthouse, but it's from the perspective of the boat coming up to the dock, but it's one of those like really long, really elongated docks where you could like park several boats in a row,
Mm-hmm.
But as you're going up to the front one, the closest one to shore, and as you're doing that, Dwight's cousin's just following you, running, like skipping on the boat, like.
It's like easy, bro. But yeah, man, full star from me.
Oh yeah, full star.
Straight sharpened axe, bro. Yeah, full star.
Fucking great flick, man. I really can't wait. Like that, if he does get to do Nosferatu, which a lot of people has talked about doing it, wrote scripts, tried to get it going, it just never went anywhere. And we talked about that on the podcast. Like, if anybody can do it, this dude can.
Yeah.
Let him do it.
I'm totally fine with it.
And let him do it on his schedule, because that's what's going to bump out the quality. Yeah.
I'm going there fucking with him.
Yeah. Don't be fucking him,
Yeah.
Let him do it.
What do you think Willem Dafoe will play Nosferatu?
He has before.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean,
now he even looks crazier. Like,
how crazy was his head when they the prosthetic one dude was using for like later on in the movie where he sits his character's decapitated head down and it's like preserved.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty creepy. And he would make a great Nosferatu. He's good at like animating his face in such a way that like he looks either fucking insane really or evil as fuck. Yeah, like he's really good at that shit.
Definitely a man of many faces.
Well, I mean,
a firefight.
Well, I mean, dude, the way he switches on and off between Osborn and Goblin in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. The original split, you know what I'm saying?
No, that shot of Spider-Man beating the shit out of him in that hallway and dude's just laughing, that fucking face he's got is just, for a second I was like, this is a fucking superhero film. This is creepy as shit.
Yeah. But motherfucking Obi-Wan though.
Finally get Vader, Trav.
Yeah.
He knew he'd be showing up. Dude, one of the coolest shots in this episode was when Obi-Wan was walking. It looked like a fucking log mill, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
but he's walking, and I'm watching this shit in the dark, y'all. It's completely dark. And I've got this, the system going, so when the bass kicks in, it's rumbling.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there, and I'm like, I'm having a hard time seeing it because it's really dark.
Yeah.
And then he goes, and I was just like, oh, like, because he never, every time he would look at that thing, he was going to open it. He's like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
And then he finally just bam, and fucking Darth Vader's like fucking Michael Myers, dude. He's just got them everywhere. He's Jason, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
Oh,
right.
dude.
he just walks. He
Yes.
never runs. That was awesome though.
Yeah.
He pulled him in that fire, dude. He let the motherfucker go.
Yeah.
Like he
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
have
Oh,
fun
he's.
with this shit. He's like, it's
Oh,
almost like
yeah.
he's like, okay, I just did some damage to you. Now you know the threat. Well, next
Yeah.
time I see you, you better have, you're gonna have to ship up or fucking ship out, dude, because
Yeah.
this ain't cutting
Do
it.
you think that they'll have one more little encounter
Little
before the
tussle.
end of the before the end
Yes.
of the season or the end of
Yes.
the series?
I think they will. I also think that Reva is going to turn.
Yeah.
I think she's going to start seeing Vader take out those Inquisitors
Yeah.
for insubordination.
Well, he told her
And
like, you better hope you fucking
yeah,
don't fuck this up, and she was like, yeah, you're out of hope, because
a massacre's coming, dude.
yeah,
It's coming, dude. I'm excited. But yeah, I think she's gonna turn and she's gonna help Obi-Wan.
she'll help,
Well,
but she'll probably die. I mean,
yeah,
she'll be
that's
the
what I was
death.
fixing to say.
Well, I think she might because they're supposed to be making a show called Star Wars Acolyte. And I'm wondering, like, why introduce this character and make the character such a big deal if they're not going to do anything with it just to survive one show? I feel like there's plans for Reva, and it could be going into either Acolyte or another one of the other shows that's happening. I just feel like she's gonna turn, not necessarily be a good like a Jedi again, but it'll be like a moment where like a
Well, she's gonna
Marcellus
watch out
Wallace
for her
moment.
own ass,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it means helping
Well,
them a little, I guess. Like,
yeah. It's like you gonna stay the fuck out of my way when we're done.
I kind of have a feeling that this is my prediction with the character. I think that she's going to continue seeing all this shit that's been going on the whole time. And at a point, she's going to make her mind up. And to help Obi-Wan escape from Vader, she's going to sacrifice herself. And I think that that's going to be how he escapes from Vader.
Well, it would keep in continuity with the fact that Vader just about kills every one of his Inquisitors.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would
So
fit in perfectly with that.
I mean, to me, it makes sense for them to do something like that, which I mean, they could do whatever and it's fine. But like, I just have that feeling that her character is going to die and that she is going to die from like being a fucking bad bitch the whole time and then coming around towards the end. And
Which it would keep in line with Star Wars introducing properties and characters that are really that have just one and done stories.
yeah,
From video games to some of them. I mean, hell, the team from Rogue One.
yeah, everybody, yeah, legit.
Which they're still making Andor a show. So I'm wondering how that's gonna, because we know Andor's fate, if I'm recalling it correctly.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like they all
He's
poof.
he's yeah, he's dust particles at this point,
tell you something cool that Disney's done. Like, even though it's Disney, right? Like, I don't really think I've ever seen Darth Vader be as brutal.
Nah, dude.
Like,
that's what I've
he
been
was
excited
torturing
about.
innocent people that had nothing to do with what he was doing, just so the motherfucker would try. He's like, this motherfucker won't even step out and save him, pussy.
Oh, when he's just
That's what he was doing.
When he's fucking with all those people in the street
and just waiting. He knew he was in that direction. He's like, you gonna do something? You really ain't the man I thought you were,
He was a badass in the comics, man.
He's like, here I am the last 10 years. All I could think about is fucking you up, which is crazy it took that long. But anyway, here here you are, and this is it. What a joke.
Yeah. But yeah, dude.
I also think before round 2 or shortly after round 2, like we're eventually going to get a Qui-Gon cameo.
I keep thinking he's going to show up and talk to him.
Yeah.
Well, since they greenlit the show, I don't know if y'all have seen that news or not. There is going to be a Qui-Gon show, I believe. And that would keep in line with him possibly having a cameo at the end. And I know most reports have said Liam Neeson has denied any involvement with any of this stuff. But I mean,
yeah. Instead of saying, "Oh, I'd love to be in Star Wars,"
Yeah.
He's like, "No, nothing."
Yeah. Where's my dog? Yeah.
I have a particular set of skills, and they're not for Star Wars.
But I mean, it keeps getting better, man.
Yeah.
Every single episode keeps getting better, and I can't wait to see how this shit.
Which will air tomorrow, and
when he pulled him into that fire, I let out an audible gasp. Like just
I started dragging him through.
It's like he's gonna burn up Obi-Wan. What did he say? Like, look what you've become.
Yeah.
What did he say? Like, I'm what you made me. And I was like, cold-blooded.
Yeah.
Ain't wrong, brother.
Oh,
no.
Ain't wrong.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously know where these pieces all have to end up.
But it's cool to see a little
story. It's going to be interesting to see, like, how that pans out. Because the idea that Obi-Wan went and helped Leia, as feasible as that is, I've never thought about it.
Yeah, right.
And it was a clever pull, in my opinion.
Did y'all notice the little Easter egg when she asked that girl? She said, "Hey, why do you wear the gun on that side?"
Yeah.
Because that's where she would wear hers.
Yeah.
Because she told her she could get it faster. She learned that when she was like 4, 5,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
little kid's doing a good job.
Yeah.
I just wish she was, like when they tell her to do something, do it. Like,
yeah, quit being a fucking brat.
Like in that other episode, I was like, I know she's gonna run away.
Yeah.
I just don't know when. He needed one of those little kid leashes on her ass, like
a Star Wars kitty leash.
Put a fucking Force kitty leash on her.
Yeah, right.
It would be interesting if maybe we get some sort of Yoda cameo as well.
Oh, that would be nutty.
People would lose their fucking minds, dude. Just
because it would be interesting instead. I mean, if Liam Neeson isn't involved in any of the projects right now until here recently, if that's even confirmed, that it would make sense that Yoda contacts Obi-Wan is like, "Yo, I'm noticing you ain't in the chat room. Like,
yeah, what up?
Let me give you the login. You know,
new number. Who dis?
He's like, Vader's gonna kick your ass.
Stay in hiding. You should.
The fucking creature that was driving him around. Did y'all pick up? At first, I thought that was like Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
I think it was Zach Braff doing the voice of that thing that was like, I picked up a couple of guns in the desert. I thought I'd. Because I was like, is that Seth Rogen?
Zach Braff fucking Scrubs?
I think so.
What?
I think that's what I saw when I looked it up. I'd have to go back and look, but. Because it kind of sounded like Seth Rogen,
Yeah.
What was that, episode 3?
Yeah, I'm going. I'm already on it.
Cast.
Yeah, Zach, that's Freck.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How good was it to hear James Earl Jones?
Oh, I was like, they better not. Like,
yeah,
it has to be. And I'm over here like, is he still alive? Which he is. But even if he dies, man, they just got to get somebody that sounds like that. Like, don't ever change it.
It's going to be interesting if we're going to get a sequence where
he speaks without the helmet.
Yeah, Vader and Obi-Wan talk with him, and he's got the helmet removed.
I think we may. That's what they picked that actor to come back, and it's like, why would you pick him if you don't plan on, at some point showing him, They could have you could pick anybody to wear the suit.
Yeah, right.
Like they did in the movies. Like,
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's badass that James Earl Jones is still around to be able to lend his voice to it. Because he's Vader, man.
Iconic, dude.
Yeah.
They made the right move.
Yeah,
when they replaced. I heard the original. They knew when they heard it. They was like, "Yeah, he gonna wear it." But he looks cool.
He's not badass enough.
Yeah. Vader's more of a baritone.
They gave us a hint of how brutal he was in Rogue One.
Yeah.
And then they're just, I really dig that we're getting a look at like a younger Vader that was still
cool. Because we've never really, I mean, we've seen him kick ass, but not just
like
choking
that.
motherfuckers in the street, like,
yeah,
killing old ladies and shit, threatening newlyweds, like.
Yeah.
Oh, he's complete. He's full dark side right now.
And the way that he was staring at that door, like, you gonna stop me? You're a Jedi,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Ain't you supposed to help? Because they've all done that. They'll come out there and threaten people. The Jedi will come help them. It's like, well, they don't.
I mean, Obi-Wan, he's like, fuck it,
He's
dude.
like, I gotta go back. I gotta see this motherfucker up close.
Yeah.
I gotta return some videotapes.
Yeah. But yeah.
Good stuff, though, man.
I mean, I'm enjoying it a lot more than I did Boba Fett.
Oh yeah. So far, so good. You want to hit on some movie news real quick?
Sure.
Marvel Studios Blade filming start date revealed by production website. So Marvel Studios is yet to officially add Blade to its upcoming slate of movies, but according to new information made available online, the Vampire Hunter's first MCU outing will start filming on July the 4th. The details of the shoot come from FTIA Production List website, which states that Blade will commence filming in Atlanta, Georgia, and New Orleans, Louisiana from Independence Day. The page also includes a project summary which gives the movie's synopsis. He is known to be a vampire hunter, half mortal, half immortal, who tries to rid the world of vampires as a way of avenging his mother, who was killed by a vampire as she gave birth to him. Of course, it is no secret that Blade's arrival in the MCU is close, with the voice of Mahershala Ali's vampire hybrid already being heard as a tease at the end of last year's Eternals. However, so far, Marvel Studios has been completely silent on their plans beyond next summer's The Marvels. And that means that when exactly we will see Blade make his movie debut is still unknown. Based on the usual Marvel timeline of production, if the film is shooting this summer, it is likely that it will be released sometime early in 2024, although there is potentially space for another release in late 2023, and Blade could also make it into that slot at a push. I mean, it would make sense if they released it around Halloween, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and they released the Eternals in November, and then they released Spider-Man in December. I mean, they didn't have to release them that close together. I think it came out in November. May have been September, but I mean, if they're going to start filming, and you got to imagine, like, I'm sure there'll be some special effects in Blade. Like, I mean, all Marvel movies have special effects, but it's not going to be a special effect powerhouse like Thor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything like that. So, and it would be nice if they would use a combination of special and practical. You know what I'm saying? Like CGI and practical effects. That would be kind of cool. Just to give a little throwback to the OGs, the OGesus, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of vampires, Morbius flops with theatrical return despite internet campaign. Sony's experiment of putting a panned film back in theaters because of social media pressure has turned out to be a failure. I didn't know anything about this. I was wondering why that they were taking it back to theaters, but I didn't know it was.
Sweep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In recent weeks, Marvel fans have been calling for Sony to make a sequel to Morbius despite the film's underwhelming box office performance and lackluster reviews. As more and more fans jumped onto the movement, Sony seemingly theorized that the newfound attention on Morbius would have people spending to see it should it head back to the big screen. Now it seems that the majority of those taking part in the Morbius movement weren't being quite so serious. Even with the film screening in more than 1,000 theaters in North America, Morbius has come up with $300,000 for the weekend. It made $85K on Friday, putting it at an average of $82 grossed per theater. The film did not come close to cracking the top 10 list for the weekend's highest grossing films and has not turned out to be worth the investment of over of orchestrating the re-release. Morbius was directed, blah, blah, blah. It's
I
got a
knew it was
7.
trolling.
I
I
mean,
saw it all over Twitter. They were trolling because they were like, "It's the greatest movie. It's Morbid time." They were trolling. So
wow.
whoever's running that shit over at Sony, they need to fire their ass because they wasn't picking up what they were putting down. They were making fun
Yeah.
of it, dude, because it was a flop. It was bad.
Yeah.
Like it tanked.
I mean, that's fucking nuts, man. See, I saw that it went back into theaters, but I didn't know it had to do because I mean, whenever I saw all that shit, I was just like, it's people fucking
Yeah, they're
around.
making fun of
I,
it.
I didn't know Sony was taking it
They're all like, "Oh
seriously,
shit, they
man.
love it."
Yeah, we got to put it
It's
back out.
trending. It was trending a few times, like
I
Morbius
mean,
sweep. It's like,
God,
that's funny.
that's really funny, right? Next up, Joker 2 edges closer with new update on the DC sequel. Ever since the success of Joker, there's been discussion about whether the Joaquin Phoenix-led movie needs and will get a sequel. The movie turned the superhero's villain's origin story on its head, taking away the Batman mythology and the fantastical elements that usually come with the territory, and instead delivering a disturbing psychological study of one of the DC's greatest creations. Not only did the movie surprise everyone by blasting past $1 billion at the box office, the film also saw Phoenix pick up a Best Actor Oscar, and now it looks like a sequel may indeed be moving forward. Development on a Joker sequel was first mentioned in 2019, but since then, there have been very few updates on the project, and with the Warner Brothers merger with Discovery shaking up many of the planned DC projects currently in development, there was no possibility that Joker 2 would slip through the gaps. However, a report by Puck News, is that a hockey website? A report by Puck News has suggested that Todd Phillips is getting close on a Joker sequel. While the report does not go into details on whether that means a script is done or that a deal with Warner Brothers has been agreed to, it is the most encouraging update so far on the project. Another sign that Joker 2 could be on solid ground are additional reports that Warner Brothers Discovery's new CEO, David Zaslav, is wanting Phillips to take an adversary role for the upcoming DC slate of movies. If this turns out to be true, then Joker 2 could be just one of many exciting new DC movies coming to the big screen. Wow.
Stuff that's possibly connected. They might give him his own little universe to play with.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be mad at it. I mean,
no.
They're whores, dude. It made $1 billion. Of course, they're gonna make another one. Like,
yeah, right.
You don't turn down that kind of cash,
right? I mean, and there hasn't been a lot that's come out about this merger between Discovery and Warner Brothers. I mean, there's some stuff here and there, but you know, whenever Disney bought Fox, I mean, there was full fucking breakdowns of like how much money and like it was so. And I know Discovery is like Discovery, but still, though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird, you know.
I think he was one of the guys that when he came in was talking about the doing the Zack Snyder.
The
Like,
Snyder
why the
stuff
fuck
again.
didn't they finish that? You know?
Right? Yeah.
I mean, goddamn. You know, like.
Yeah. So next up, Disney has been incredibly supportive of Deadpool 3's R rating. So Deadpool 3 screenwriters Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick have officially confirmed that the film will retain adult content that includes foul language, violence, and vulgarity, just like the previous two installments. Though Deadpool has always been a foul-mouthed merc, it's a big call for Deadpool 3, which this time is under production at Disney's Marvel Studios. After Marvel Studios took over Deadpool film series and X-Men, fans and followers were confused if the studio would incorporate Deadpool with his foul mouth into its more children-friendly franchise. Studio and Kevin Feige always ensured fans that Deadpool would remain R-rated, and now the film's writers have also confirmed it. In an interview with Den of Geek, The writing duo confirmed that they have kept Deadpool as Deadpool and said Marvel has been incredibly supportive of the idea. Don't worry about that. This is the quote. Don't worry about that. They've been very supportive with regard to that. Now, when it comes to a particular joke, if we cross a line, maybe we'll hear at some point. Maybe not that joke, but I think they've been incredibly supportive of what we're doing because obviously we were doing it separate from them for a long time, and I think that they've seen the success, and they've had their own even greater success. So hopefully it'll be a marriage made in heaven. But we've definitely got their support, and that's a great thing to feel. So Deadpool 3 will be the MCU's first R-rated entry. The film is being directed by Sean Levy, who had earlier collaborated with Ryan Reynolds in Free Guys and The Atom Project. There may be some reservations that Marvel forwards to writers about the vulgarity aspect of the film, but it seems like the character will have an open mouth just like before in Deadpool 3. The film will be set in a later phase of the MCU. It's still titled Deadpool 3, which could mean that the character would enter the MCU via multiverse. It would be worth watching how Marvel Studio bring newness to the character's future under its banner. It's good to hear.
Yeah.
It's very exciting to see that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean...
Well, they can also do that in other movies now. Like, now we know they'll do an R rating.
Yeah, exactly. If it fits.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it makes sense. And they can still do Deadpool as an R-rated character in a PG-13 film. They just have to figure out how to do it tastefully. You know what I mean? And like the easiest way to do it tastefully is to just let him be him, but just fucking beep it out. And the only person that can hear it is him, and he like responds to it.
He
You know what I
even
mean?
makes a
like,
joke about what's that noise? Like,
yeah, right.
that?
Why do they keep? And then it beeps. Why do they keep doing that? You know, like why do they keep fucking beeping me? You know, but how meta would it be if like they do Deadpool 3 and then they cross Deadpool over with the MCU and Feige himself shows up?
Yeah.
And he's like, we can't do that.
Yeah.
Like
he's
you're
like
gonna have
standing
to
at a swap board, like, no, erasing something that'll never work.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Oh, not this guy again, you know?
Dude, what if they do like Deadpool, you know, they did that story Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, I think it was called, or something like that, where he like it goes full meta where he starts killing the writers of the Marvel comics. What if, and I know this would never happen, but what if he like they use that to do that?
Yeah.
But it's like all the Sony writers and directors.
Imagine
and shit.
Deadpool standing there.
Or
Kevin
Fox.
Feige's on the bed, and it's like Misery, and he's like, I really hate to do this to you, Chief. You know,
Yeah,
breaks his feet. Like,
oh my
that'd
God.
be Deadpool as fuck, man.
Yeah, so meta. It'd be great. But I've got faith, though, that they're going to do good things with him. I mean, they can't go wrong, you know?
No.
I mean, he's already left his mark, his impression.
Like, he's Deadpool.
Oh yeah, for now and forever, you know? So Netflix to focus on quality over quantity with new movie mandate. After speaking to multiple sources within Netflix, ranging from executives to producers to agents with ties to the company, The Hollywood Reporter has learned that there is a new refrain inside the streaming service: bigger, better, fewer. Those are the words that feature film executives led by Division Chief Scott Stuber are grappling with, given certain hard truths. Two problems currently plaguing the company are rising competition from other apps of a similar nature and lagging subscriber growth. Netflix has lost 200,000 subs in the latest quarter and has lost 44% of its stock value since April the 19th. Morale is stuck at stock level, one executive said semi-jokingly. Another describes the mood within Netflix as distracted given the changes. Netflix has axed more than 150 employees, or 2% of workers, as part of a cost-cutting measure in response to Wall Street. While TV and other parts of the company have taken their hits, a sharp focus is on the feature division. A good portion of the family live-action film division and the original independent feature division, which made movies in the under 30 million budget range, have been wiped out. I mean, what does bigger, better, and fewer really mean? Just a few years ago, we were struggling to out-monetize the market on little ant films or little art films. Today, we're releasing some of the most popular and most watched movies in the world. Just over the last few months, things like Don't Look Up and Red Notice and Atom Project are examples of that, said Netflix co-chief Ted Sarandos told analysts of the company's April earnings call. According to Sarandos, big event films will be a way of driving sub growth, such as The Gray Man, a 200 million plus budgeted film directed by Avengers Endgame duo Anthony and Joe Russo and starring Gosling and Evans, or Knives Out 2, directed by Ryan Johnson and starring Daniel Craig, which Netflix acquired as part of a $469 million deal in March of 2021.
Yes, sir.
These business moves were undoubtedly a far cry from a few years ago at Netflix, when movies with budgets of over 100 million or 150 million were rare. The streamer was cited as the savior of mid-budget movies and once theatrical staples of romantic comedies and thrillers. To All the Boys I've Loved Before, The Kissing Booth, Always Be My Maybe, all of which became hits, made social media stars out of its actors, and launched franchises. According to one insider, small movies will not go away, though there might be a more niche films that career to a passionate audience. I guess that cater to a passionate audience. THR also notes that animation is currently under scrutiny, with the frequency of release having been diminished, though a new movie every week, whether live action or animation, is still being aimed for. The goal will be to make the best version of something instead of cheapening out for the sake of quantity, says one insider. So instead of making 2 movies for 10 million, they'll instead make 1 movie for 20 million. Another insider says that the change in output will also lead to fewer execs, which they were previously stuffed with. Netflix isn't giving much specific direction right now. The one producer says that conversation will be happening with producers and directors in the coming weeks about size and genres. One thing that many agree is going away is giving carte blanche to attract talent, resulting in expensive vanity projects like Scorsese's $175 million The Irishman, though reportedly there will be no exceptions.
It makes sense a little bit, dude. Like, more bigger movies, less B movies. But every now and then you get that B movie Netflix gem, dude. It was like, yo, this shit slaps, and I kind of hate to see that, like Squid Games.
Yeah, exactly, right.
I don't know if that would have happened, because I couldn't sell that to anyone. Nobody wanted that shit. And Netflix took the thing on it. It was like the most watched thing that year.
Yeah, yeah.
So it kind of hurts you sometimes if you're not careful.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's one of those situations where, like, my question is, why are they aiming for a new release a week?
Yeah. I mean, it ain't the pandemic anymore, dude. People got jobs.
Well, exactly. It's not the pandemic, and they're hemorrhaging subscribers because you've got like HBO Max, Paramount, Disney Plus, like all these better, like not better, but all these newer streaming services that offer something different coming up. And it's like Netflix has been around and doing streaming for like what, 10 to 12 years now?
At least.
I mean, they're not the new kids on the block anymore.
Well, you also have to take into account that with all of these different streaming platforms, because of everything having exclusives, didn't they factor into account that there's going to be those periods where maybe somebody's watched all the new content that's hitting Netflix for that quarter, and they didn't renew their subscription for the next month.
Now they're watching Obi-Wan and they're watching The Boys.
Yeah,
and,
like not everybody,
something on HBO, so they don't need Netflix right now.
Not everybody in the world has like $40 to $50 to shell out on all the streamers at once. So I mean,
yeah, I mean, and that's true. And they're trying to not only battle other streaming services, and they're still, whether they want to admit it or not, like cable and satellite, like that still exists.
Mm-hmm.
So like specifically with older
Yes.
audiences, but it's still there though. So they're having to battle with that. Now
Mm-hmm.
you've got like Hulu that has live,
Yeah,
live
cable,
TV. You've got
YouTube's got TV, like
exactly. So that's going on as well. And then on top of it, with a release a week, you are more or less trying to battle with the um r- like theatrical releases at that point. Like my thing is like if you're going to release that, the Gray Man looks decent. It looks like a nice little action thriller espionage type film. $200 million. Never would have guessed that was the budget for that film. You know what I mean? And I know it's got Gosling. I know it's got Chris Evans in it. It looks, like I said, it looks good, but
it's a lot of
at the
money,
same
man.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like if I'm at Netflix, I'm like, okay, let's do like one like 50 to $150 million budget film with a decent like draw, with a decent actor and director draw, and then like continue to do the B movies, because the thing is like the majority of the people that keep their Netflix subs and continue to watch stuff on there are like dads, right? That
Mm-hmm.
want to watch cheesy B action films.
Yeah,
Like
or
that's,
old
you know what I
TV
mean?
shows.
Exactly. So like they could definitely keep that draw. They could definitely continue to do that. Like I watched that Chris Hemsworth flick,
Extraction.
Extraction.
Yeah.
Yeah. And did it not feel like a B film
Oh yeah. I
with
mean,
Chris Hemsworth? You know what I'm
it was
saying?
a
Like
better B movie.
exactly.
Like, had star
Exactly.
power.
Yeah.
But it wasn't bad. It's like, you've seen that movie before. This was
Yeah.
just the one with him in it. Like,
Yeah,
he did good. Dude, I'd say the main offender here, that 200 million, that's one thing. They paid almost $500 million for Knives Out
Knives
2, which
Out.
Knives Out was a great movie, but $500 million?
Yeah, that's a lot of
God
money.
damn, dude.
Yeah.
I also like how they worded it. Remember whenever they I can't remember how much it said here. It was almost 200 million for the Irishman. People were freaking out about that.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
now we're at $500 million, but I like how it said
Yeah.
because of the stock market
Yeah.
and not the current political climate.
Yeah,
I like how
right.
they
Yeah.
said that instead of
Yeah.
because like a lot of platforms are having to remove woke stuff. It ain't
Yeah.
going over well.
Yeah.
And it's not mentioned here, but that was a big thing with Netflix. Like people were canceling wokeness.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So I mean,
they just forgot to mention that part.
I mean, and that kind of goes back to what we talked about last week about Trump's streaming service.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to do blockbusters. Like it's going to make all the money just because of that,
Yeah.
whether you agree with it or not. Like the reality
It's
is
genius to do it. I mean,
yeah,
if you're in the business of making money,
yeah.
let's have an
So,
anti-woke streaming service.
yeah,
It's like, what? We never thought of that.
yeah, yeah. So we'll see what Netflix ends up doing. And like they really kind of fucked up because like, Netflix was the streaming service. Everybody put everything on Netflix
Yeah.
because that was the only option. They should have locked that shit fucking down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We should have locked
Like
down contracts and
yeah, like The Office, like all of
Yeah.
that shit that has migrated over to other streaming services, they should have locked that shit down for the long haul. I mean, at least a 20-year fucking
that's what I was
lockdown.
thinking, dude.
I mean, after 20 years, you've made your nut.
Yeah, big time.
And I would say that fucking Netflix has made their nut. Now they're just spreading their seed to anything that they can get their hands on, like Knives Out. And like, I'm not saying that it's not going to be a
No.
great film because I think
That's a
it will.
lot of
But
money.
yeah, dude.
So they
That's
had too
just
many
to, like,
executives?
yeah,
Or too
we'll
many
get rid
chiefs
of
not
them.
enough Indians?
Yeah, exactly. That's fucking nuts, dude. Like
Get rid of 'em.
absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that shit's expensive too.
Well, think about it. They got the rights to it for $500 million.
Yeah.
How much is production going to cost? And
Exactly.
to
Oh,
pay
that's just the
everybody.
rights.
Yeah.
No.
That's not even yeah. So they're realistically going to be in for $750 million.
I would say with all that star power,
Yeah.
At least another 2 to between 2 and 3.
Yeah.
At least. I mean.
Yeah. So you're looking at around between 650 and 750. I mean,
Crazy, man.
Yeah, dude. Insanity. So, but last up here on the fucking board, we've got Warner Brothers apparently scrapping all Superman projects in favor of a Henry Cavill one.
What?
So last week it was announced that Warner Brothers are having a pretty huge company shakeup due to the resignation of its chairman, Toby Emmerich. Emmerich became president and chief content officer of the company in 2017 and had served as chairman since 2018, which basically means that for about the last 4 years, he'd had oversight of the studio's entire theatrical production. Following the recent merger of Warner Brothers with Discovery, CEO David Zaslav is taking the reins and is apparently pushing forward with what sounds like a massive reshaping of the studio. As the Warp reports, Warner Brothers is being split into 3 different divisions: Warner Brothers and New Line, DC Entertainment, and Warner Animation Group, all of which will report directly to Zaslav, who has big plans. As reported by Superman homepage, The Wrap's DC Insider has apparently claimed that Zaslav has instructed his team to scratch every Superman project in development and start fresh with Cavill. That's for a new movie, by the way, by the sounds of it. There's currently been no greater plan detailed other than just getting Cavill at the center of it all, which, to be fair, is definitely exciting in of itself. Last year, we found out that Tanashi Coates had been hired to write a script for a Superman reboot with J.J. Abrams producing. Furthermore, it was rumored that Warner Brothers were looking for a black director for the movie as well as a black actor to take over the role of Superman itself. However, if these new rumors surrounding Zaslav's plan are true, it suggests that this reboot could have been totally scrapped, which would be a huge shame. Superman homepage notes that that plans would be unlikely to put a stop to the Superman and Lois series, as it recently got renewed for a 3rd season, but we'll have to wait and see. As of right now, all of this is unofficial information anyway, so take it with a pinch of salt.
Oh, we're back at this guy again. This is the same motherfucker from the other article.
Yeah.
He's shaking things up, dude. There's no shot that Henry Cavill's playing Superman and it's not connected to all that other shit.
Yeah, I mean,
you already know.
Yeah.
Well, someone stepped in and was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, there's no direction.
Did you see the love that Snyder got?
Yeah.
And you're just gonna step away from that?
Yeah.
I think DC / Warner Brothers here just got their fucking Elon Musk, man.
Yeah, right.
Someone just stepped in and saved the day, like, hopefully. Yeah. But it sounds that way. I mean,
here's the real test for me personally. Since he's going to be branching everything off into different avenues here, where you have DC kind of being its own entity, who is he going to put over that?
Yeah.
And what is that person going to be able to, who's going
to,
Yeah. Like who's going to be their Feige? You know what I'm saying? But, and the thing is like, he might be like, his thought process may be, look, bring Cavill back. Let's finish Snyder's shit. Let's, continue. Like Aquaman's still happening, right?
Yeah.
We don't know about Wonder Woman. There haven't been any rumors or anything about Wonder Woman 3. And then everything else is just kind of a toss up. The only thing that we know for certain from DC besides Black Adam, we've got Black Adam coming out and we've got Aquaman coming out. If he turns it on its head, holy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Cavill could be like, I'll come back, but you already know what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the new guy that they're all reporting to, I mean, he could very well just be a business guy. And if that's the case, that could be a good thing because if he just wants to make money and he just looks at it as, purely money making, he'll see what the fans are responding to the most, and he's gonna bet on that.
Yeah,
for sure.
Just out of pure business decision making, you know. So,
So, well, let's take a look at Zaslav for a second here. He's born in 1960, an American media executive who currently serves as CEO and president of Warner Brothers Discovery. Zaslav spearheaded the transaction between AT&T and Discovery to combine with Warner Media and create the combined Warner Brothers Discovery in April of 2022. He has previously served as the CEO and president of Discovery Incorporated from November the 16th, 2006 until its merger in 2022. Zaslav joined NBC in '89 as president of cable and domestic TV and new media distribution. He oversaw content distribution to all forms of TV, negotiated for cable and satellite carriage of NBC Universal Networks, and forged media partnerships. His responsibilities extended to Bravo, CNBC World, Sci-Fi, Shop NBC, Sleuth, Telemundo Puerto Rico, Mun2, Trio, Universal HD, USA Network, NBC Weather Plus, and the Olympics on cable. Zaslav also oversaw NBC Universal's interest in A&E, the History Channel, the Biography Channel, National Geographic International, the Sundance Channel, and TiVo. I mean,
you
this
just
is
answered his question.
Well,
He is a businessman. Like,
yeah,
that
exactly.
ain't nothing but business, baby. You know?
Well, yeah, it sounds like he's all about
Yeah.
cashing checks and staying in the long
And he
run.
ain't just some schmuck
because-
off the streets.
And that's what I mean with long run. Like all that content is long running
Every
stuff.
bit of it.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, he seems to be a good fit, maybe.
Well, listen to this. Zaslav became CEO of Discovery Communications in November 16, 2006. Zaslav instigated a shift in strategy by the company, aiming to see itself as a content company rather than a cable company. By bolstering its main networks, such as its namesake Discovery Channel, as multi platform brands. As CEO, Zaslav oversaw the development and launch of new networks such as Planet Green, The Hub, Oprah Winfrey Network, Velocity, and Investigation Discovery, as well as the company's 2018 acquisition of Scripps Networks Interactive, expansion of its digital education operations, and current emphasis on streaming services. Under his leadership, Discovery began trading as a public company in 2008, became a Fortune 500 company in 2014, and acquired Scripps Network Interactive in 2018. In May 2021, it was announced that Zaslav would serve as CEO of a proposed merger of Discovery with a spin-out of AT&T's Warner Media. Zaslav's executive compensation package includes an annual salary of $3 million with an annual $22 million bonus.
Damn.
In his contract extension, Zaslav also received stock options valued at up to $190 million.
I mean,
he serves on the.
That's that educational TV money, man.
Yeah.
All I was going to say was like all of that stuff you've just named, I've never heard any of that mention him. So he's not up in their shit.
No.
Like he hires people, he picks people, and he lets them do their fucking job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He came in there with a vision for Discovery, and he said, "Look, guys, we can go beyond cable. Let's take this." And dude, I remember, like around 2008, Discovery, like whenever it started to fucking straight blow up.
Well, they purchased DeFranco's thing. Remember?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All that stuff on YouTube they purchased, like.
Well, I mean, as testament, I'm not Disney, but I'm a Discovery Plus subscriber.
Yeah. So I mean, and then it goes on. He serves on the board of SiriusXM, the NCTA, the Cable Center for Communication, Grupo Televisa, Partnership for New York City, Syracuse University, and USC Shoah Foundation. He is also a member of the Board of Trustees for the Pele Center for Media and the Mount Sinai Medical Center. He is chair of the Auschwitz, the Past is Present Committee, which promotes awareness of the Holocaust. In 2012, he received the Stephen J. Ross Humanitarian Award from the UJA Federation of New York, which honors people of vision, energy, and sustained achievement in the entertainment, media, and communications industry.
Dude, fucks.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
So when they appointed, so I kind of pulled up an article here from the LA Times. Toby Emmerich was the guy who was the previous
the previous
executive
CEO.
The guy that
Yeah,
shit on
so-
Justice League and stuff. Yeah.
Well, so it says here, it says the parent firm run by David Zaslav has selected longtime producers Michael DeLuca and Pamela Abdi to oversee the Burbank-based Warner Brothers film division, along with the smaller New Line label, the company said Wednesday. So would these guys necessarily be the producers for the films?
Well,
or would that all be contained within the DC branch?
Yeah, so the way that it sounds is he's already appointed someone specifically for the Warner's the Warner content, not the DC content. So he's lining people up. That's what it sounds like to me, anyway. He's lining folks up and getting them ready for.
Yeah, because it says right here in that same article, it says DC Films and Warner Brothers Feature Animation will have their own leaders who have not been determined.
Yeah. So I mean, he's doing what should have been, and that's a smart thing, dude.
Oh, yeah. So they will answer. So in the interim, though, because I went on reading, it says they'll have their own leaders who have not been determined. Until those executives are identified, the units will report to DeLuca and Abdi as co-chairpersons and CEOs of Warner Brothers Pictures Group.
I mean, tell me this dude doesn't fuck.
Yeah, dude. Got some hope,
this got some pretty interesting little information here. It says Disney's film empire comprises separate studios, including Marvel under Kevin Feige, Lucasfilm under Kathleen Kennedy, and Pixar and Disney Animation, run by Pete Docter and Jennifer Lee, respectively. All report to studio's chairman, Alan Bergman. While the strategy has been highly successful at Disney, it remains to be seen if other companies can truly replicate it. So that seems exactly like what Zaslav's trying to emulate here.
I mean, when's the last time that you've ever heard of Disney's CEO on anything? You hear Feige, you hear Kennedy, you hear about those people. Those are the figureheads. Those are the people that are making fucking dreams happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I guarantee you, he's like, look, what are people liking? What's going to help net us the most money? How much money do you need to make this project happen?
Yeah, what do we have our best ratings with? And they're like, the Snyderverse.
And it's like
blew the fuck up.
Okay, so it says DeLuca served as president of production for Time Warner-owned New Line Cinema until he was fired in 2001, following a disastrous run of box office flops, including Little Nicky and 13 Days. As the young head of New Line, he was widely respected and outspoken, but also was reprimanded by his bosses for misbehavior, according to a 1998 LA Times story, which they got a link. I'm not going down that just yet.
I mean, I think that this is a great thing. Like, to me, what it sounds like is he may be a fan. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He may be a fan of what Warner was of some of the Warner stuff, and he might have saw this and be like, "These dudes are fucking up. How much money does Discovery have? Can we do a merger?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it went like that at all, but that's got
Well, that with the rights that they own, they should be printing fucking money.
Exactly.
It's real simple.
Yeah. Make shit people want to see and keep it fucking together.
Well, here's what's crazy. Emmerich, the guy that ran Warner Brothers, he wrote Frequency.
Yeah. But I mean,
it says he was known for his talent-friendly approach to running the studio. And then you think about all the Snyder Cut issues that happened.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, he wasn't a businessman though. He was a writer.
This guy.
Yeah, so
like this guy's trying to live on Mars one day, you know?
Yeah, he's definitely going into cryo sleep, right?
Yeah, they're gonna freeze his
Says-
head when he dies.
Says the shakeup comes as Zaslav is looking for $3 billion in cost savings from the merger.
I mean, it makes sense though, that article does, because it's like, we have the perfect Superman.
Yeah.
Why in the love of fuck are we making 2 or 3 different Superman spinoffs at one time with different actors, different writers, different fucking stories? Like, fuck that. Like, I mean,
So
you're
adding to what dude was talking about, or Zaslav, it says the Discovery boss is scrutinizing projects, including Warner Brothers' $250 million production deal with J.J. Abrams' Bad Robot. Have y'all heard about this?
no.
So apparently, because Zaslav seems familiar, but this makes a lot more sense. Apparently Zaslav, according to a lot of like speculation, he is shitting on that deal because Abrams is not really delivering on $250 million worth of production.
I mean,
He hadn't
Here it
delivered
is.
the last several movies, so
yeah.
get his ass out of here. Like,
If he wants that position, earn it.
it just feels like he phones it in now.
It says Abrams, known for directing movies like Star Wars, creating shows like Alias, inked the $250 million deal for Bad Robot with Warner Brothers in September of 2019. But Bad Robot hasn't made such much content for HBO, HBO Max, or the movie studio since.
Oh yeah, I remember
Zaz-
that.
Zaslav is frustrated by the lack of output, and he's scrutinizing the whopping $200 million plus budget for Bad Robot's upcoming sci-fi drama Demi Monday, which has been in development since 2018. Since taking the helm in April, Zaslav has put all of the studio's overall deals under the microscope as he looks to slash $3 billion. Let's see what other projects he might have. Oh yeah, because because Warner Brothers acts CNN Plus.
Yeah. Oh, dude, $300 million a month later. They're like, get that the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody subbing to that shit.
Yeah.
It was a disaster.
The service cost the company $300 million prior to launch, with an additional $700 million earmarked to get it going.
Fuck, dude.
That's tough.
Yeah.
It didn't even last a month.
Jesus. I got faith in this guy though. I mean, after reading those accomplishments,
Yeah.
after living it,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It may take several years for them to build this up to where it needs to be, but
yeah, build it back
we're
up.
We're definitely in the midst of an ironing out of sorts.
Oh, for sure, dude. There's going to be no wrinkles once he gets done. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's all the news I saw. I mean, I didn't expect a deep dive into that, dude. But I mean, for real though, like
That's good to know.
everything. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
well, I mean, you can apply the same like stuff we explored here to everyone, every single bit of pop culture that any of us enjoy.
Yeah,
all works under a framework like this.
Yeah.
And the reason we took the second to do it is because I think it highlights the fact that money talks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And spend your money on the good shit.
When you said,
we'll
dude,
get
he's
more
probably a businessman, and then Griffin starts going, he's like, started at NBC in 1980, and just fucking,
Yeah.
Deal
worked
after
his way
deal
up.
after deal.
Just,
yeah.
not just some dude off the street that graduated college fucking 4 years
Well,
ago.
he clearly knows how to run a company.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, whenever you look into like CEOs and their terms that they serve at certain corporations, it's usually a 2 to 5 year turnaround rate on people.
Yeah.
He started at Discovery in 2006, and he's technically still there.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like he's in it for the long haul. He was at NBC from '89 until 2006.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a fucking career.
it is.
And I mean, while the idea of a good businessman who is also a creative type, while those types of individuals are few and far between, and I'm sure they're there, I do think it adds to the idea that sometimes it takes someone like that in a company in order for creatives to actually be able to express what they're doing.
Yeah.
And particularly with the problem we've had with these comic films, because it always seems like there's two types of people. They're the ones that want to go all in, hard in the
They
paint.
believe
Let's
in the
just make a
vision,
comic book. Yeah.
and then
And then
there's
you have
those
the
that
others.
get in there. Nah, we don't like. We want to. It's like, yeah, but this
Yeah.
isn't your vision, motherfucker. Like, let me make
Right.
my movie.
And when you have your aces in your places, like this seems to be unfolding, that's gonna work for everyone. It clearly works for Marvel.
Well, they already proved it there with when the Justice League came out.
Yeah.
No. When we got the movie that was intended, yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just let the motherfucker make it. Whoever you sign up to do something, greenlight it. I mean, you just gotta let them go. Like.
Yeah.
And as formulaic as Marvel might be, we all line up to see the next one, so they're doing something right.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that was worth the deep dive, I feel, because I mean, now we know. Now there's hope.
There is hope.
I mean, even if like it makes more sense on paper to let what's already been produced come out and then just scrap everything and start over. If this guy's going to put somebody in charge that's going to do right.
Yeah.
For the fans.
I
So
like that he's calling Bad Robot on their shit.
Yeah.
Like, well, we give you this money and this is what we're getting. Like, the fuck, man.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm fucking ready for the trailers, man.
I have one little bit of news. It's not necessarily movie news, but it is entertainment news nonetheless. And it goes along with the good news of like the possibility of a return of Henry Cavill Superman. So about a year ago, Kentaro Miura passed away, who was the writer of Berserk, and we had the last volume drop, and a lot of fans assumed that was just going to be that's it,
Yeah.
Well, it came out within the past day or so that Berserk will be continuing, but what makes it great is not necessarily what makes it awesome is that it's his best friend who's finishing it for him.
That's so cool, man.
And it's that he even released a small little one-off comic a while back where it's him and Miura talking. And they kind of hint at it. He's like, I've been telling you the ending of Berserk for years. Like, you should finish it. They having the debate on it and everything. And he came out and made a statement about it, and that him and his publishing company was going to continue the manga and finish it. But he said he's not going to add anything to it. He is only going to adapt what he remembers Mira telling him. And that's even more heartfelt in my opinion.
Yeah, right.
And that was a really touching bit of good news that I found, and I'm excited for it because it's definitely become a personal favorite story of mine for sure. So it's cool that I'm gonna get more of it.
That's awesome, man. Like that's incredible.
For, man.
Exactly,
yeah,
right.
And the means by which it's being created, it makes it okay, because you know what I mean. Because normally when
the studio
creator
steps in and fucking
let's
milk it.
I mean, don't get me wrong, guy's probably going to make a killing on some money because Berserk's slowly reaching a fever pitch in the mainstream now too. But like, it's still cool that a friend wants to finish it and kind of honor dude's legacy. That's really cool.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. That's the way that you want to go out. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go out working on something and you have the people that are closest to you that you trust more than anybody are the ones that are finishing it, it's going to come from the right place, you know? It's fucking awesome.
The only person that'd pick your sword up in battle would be a brother, you know?
Yeah, exactly, right. Exactly.
While I'm getting the trailers pulled up here, I did see, you know, the guy that did King Kong, Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah.
He's gonna do that Face Off movie. Right?
Yeah,
And they've confirmed it is a sequel. Nicolas Cage will be in it. It is confirmed. So that's pretty cool,
dude. I can't wait to watch that fucking Nicolas Cage movie.
Dude. I got the movie last night, and I was I wanted to watch it so bad, but I was like, no, dude, because we got a few to go, and I was like, well, I'm gonna watch it now, and I'll watch it again later, but because I have a feeling it's gonna be worthy of viewing it again, you know,
of greatness. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking great.
But yeah, Bullet Train,
dude. We get another. This is the official trailer 2. I'm kind of excited about this for sure.
That looks like Sandra Bullock.
She might make a guest appearance in it, you know?
Weird, because if it is her, they just said starring Brad Pitt.
Yeah, right.
They didn't. She's a big star.
Yeah.
The chick from Speed.
To be as old as she is, dude, whoa.
Yeah.
I hope we all age that gracefully. Money helps.
She paid for some of that.
Oh, well. But it looks good on her, though.
High cheekbones.
Yeah.
She paid good money.
Yeah. But anyway.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play. It is her.
Brad Pitt is old. That's all I can keep thinking.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I am not. He's like the best, worst hitman.
Yeah.
I always get my man.
So it's everybody that's been fucking on him this whole time?
Yeah, dude. It's almost like somebody's trying to fuck him over, you know?
Yeah.
Like they're trying to make him fight. I bet it's her. Yeah, that's kind of funny. I don't need the explanation. There's a lot going on, man.
Yeah.
Was that fucking what's his name?
Yeah, that's Michael Shannon.
It kind of looks like a silly goose time, man.
Yeah, dude.
Man. Chock full of comedy. Oh shit! Ain't no way. Oh, that's right. It's the Bullet Train.
Hear me out. Okay, it's Train to Busan, but take out the zombie plot and put Tower of Death.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of fucking Smoking Aces.
Does kind of
a
have
bullet
that
train.
vibe.
Yeah, you know how goofy Smoking
Yeah.
Aces was, you know? Like it reminds
Well, it's like smart ass dialogue fight scene. Smart ass
Yeah.
dialogue fight scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lock,
And
stock,
I'm down
two
for
smoking
that.
barrels. What's that guy?
Yeah.
It almost looks like it was
the-
directed by him.
yeah. Fucking Guy Ritchie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a little
We get
more
our
comedy.
yeah. Less British. You know what I mean? A little
So
less British.
is this our Predator trailer?
Yeah, this is the official
Yeah, I trumped y'all with
trailer
that Prey
number
trailer
1.
last week. That wasn't a
Let's
little bait switch.
let's see how it is.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. Do they speak English?
Yes.
Interesting. Never knew that.
I mean, I'm down with Native American
Yeah, that is
Northman,
cool.
but Predator. At first, I was skeptical.
What was that game that came out a few years ago? The Far Cry people made?
Primal.
I think
Fuck.
you even have to fight a bear like this.
Yeah, it's like Far Cry
That was
Primal.
it,
I
Primal,
think.
yeah.
My kids love that freaking game. It's weird.
Holy shit. Oh, they're not going to show it.
Oh, it's camo, bro. The English is fucking with me though.
Yeah, that's. They don't even have an accent like he who sits with fist. There was man. He was
Like
there
this
1
movie would.
second, but
I
gone.
feel like the suspense would be heightened with subtitles.
The acting would be better in their native tongue. Ooh.
See what you did there.
Yeah. Oh shit, dude. They got to show it, right? I know we all know what it looks
Keep
like.
the face
But
reveal for the movie, but show
maybe
the
from
helmet
behind.
at least. Show the
There it
helmet
is.
at
There
least.
it is.
Yeah.
A little teaser. Ooh. Less is more. I like this over fighting soldiers in the woods again. Like
It doesn't look bad. To me, I think it looks
Was
okay.
that a riff? Was that a play on if it bleeds we can kill it?
Yeah.
Okay.
well, what's cool about this, dude, is like the people, the prey, they're also hunters.
Yeah.
More so than like normally it'd be like some soldiers. I mean, these motherfuckers hunt bears for a living, like
Yeah.
you know. Probably gonna need some guns though.
It would be interesting if they do this to show how the predator goes from stalking to just like
you learn some techniques.
Yeah.
Learns how to hunt.
Yeah. From stalking to fucking, you know.
If I saw that thing in the woods, I would definitely start praying.
Well, I mean, granted, I haven't read any like comic stuff for Predator because I know there's a whole backstory that's in like another medium for Predator, but it would make sense that they come to our planet because just with what we know in the movies, predators, and I think it's Alien versus Predator, like it's a ceremony to come to Earth and hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's a thing. It's like a sojourn or something. A spirit quest. Well, it's because we're the best hunter. We're the best, like, you're gonna learn some shit hunting us.
You might not come back.
Yeah. Most of them don't.
If you do come back, then good on you.
Yeah, congratulations.
We've got a lot of candles for you.
You get a mark burned on your helmet, you know?
But yeah, the sea beast though.
Kick his ass,
Oh
CBs.
man, kick
This
the
is.
it's that new long format Mastodon video.
Oh God. This is some Netflix. Let's see what they got going on over here.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh God.
Right.
Okay, Pixar makes sense. For some reason, that looked live action at first, and I was like, so it's a family movie. Okay.
Both of those movies raked it in.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you wait, little girl.
Hello,
I'm gonna leave her in
Barbie.
the shit. No, you ain't, bird sister. Yeah, go ahead and drop me off. You know? They're both gonna teach each other something.
Yeah.
Look at this thing. But what's it look like when it gets bigger? Oh, I think we're about to find out.
The fuck are those things? Oh, here's a
Smaller that
it's
thing.
Tusk. Yeah.
Sea of Thieves looks pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a mother flipping kaiju. No, it ain't. It's a Pokemons.
Yeah.
Especially that one.
It don't look bad.
Nah.
I mean, it looks like a typical family movie.
I'll check it out, you know?
What's happening here?
I don't know, dude. She will, you know? I don't know
She
what
looks
she
like she
will
ain't about to
do.
do shit.
Yeah,
Looks like she got
right.
flogged and feathered, dude. Like, look,
Yeah.
tarred and feathered. And she's wearing that fucking mask from fucking damn Leonardo DiCaprio movie. I think it was just called Mask, right? Iron Mask. All right.
Man in the Iron Mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that the other day for some. 3, 2, 1, play. Well, from what I remember, it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Welly, 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 well.
Dario Argento.
Repeat. Hiding our tits. Weird. Mm-mm.
All right, she will.
I thought he was going. When they were all sitting in that room, it was like your favorite gum's going to come back into style.
Yeah,
I'd watch it just to like for Malcolm McDowell.
Yeah.
They definitely didn't give anything away.
I mean, it just looks like a descent into madness, really. But
Yeah.
Do you read Sutter Kane?
I was thinking about that movie recently.
Think about it like once a day.
Yeah, with all them crosses and shit all over him. We had an official Resident Evil
I am
trailer.
low key kind of excited to see this show.
I mean,
Low key.
July 14th, dude.
you wouldn't be alone, man.
Like Loki?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know Loki, you know.
I'm ready, man.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. Those 2 teasers we got were pretty cool looking. Like,
Yeah.
had a good budget. So this is some kind of like reboot, right? Like they're starting down the road, like we're trying to rebuild after all the shit popped off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they're going, what happened
Yeah.
in the Anderson movies.
We're good people, though. You know?
Yeah.
Probably not. Of course it does. I mean, I've seen Stranger Things.
That liquor looked pretty gnarly.
She's going fucking Evil Dead on them. I mean, I'll give it a spin.
Yeah. We'll see.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, this could suck ass, which I know it won't, but I'm gonna love every immature fucking second of this shit.
Somebody said that they're like remastering the entire original series.
Yeah, for like a re-release.
Yeah.
Ooh, because a lot of the old shit's like not even a widescreen, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like 4x3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I think that that's, going to be coming around at the same time that this is going to be premiering.
Yeah.
So,
I'm excited to
Just
see this because we kind of get the template for what the movie's going to kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So, but I'm ready though.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, so it's a little biodome moment where they accidentally. Oh.
Soon.
Like the floor's not working. Holy shit, dude. You're sucked into a black hole. It was a fucking butthead horse.
Yes, I'm sold.
I can't.
Oh my god!
I mean, we got to do it on the podcast, guys.
Absolutely.
Oh my god, that looks incredible.
I haven't seen a trailer that funny in a minute.
Yeah, right.
Right. Agreed.
He was like, "No, not that number. That one." 69.
It's a two with some kind of a circle.
No, idiot. Fucking at the space and rocket center, like driving that rocket in that hole in and out. It's like,
I can't fucking wait, man.
That dude's a fucking he was like an engineer.
Yeah.
Smart as a fucking, you know what I mean? And like that shit's just genius, man. Like, is this real? I think we're done with this.
No, this is a prequel.
Oh,
because she came out with a prequel book after she wrapped the trilogy up.
Of course she did.
And it was called Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So this is
all right.
The adaptation of that.
Let's get it. 3, 2, 1, play. Like, goddamn, I ended the story. How can I make more money off of it? Prequel?
Well, I am interested to see like how everything
what's
started.
Going on? Yeah.
Yeah. If they even get into that.
Looks like everything's frozen.
It's the fucking White Walkers, dude. Winter is coming, you know?
That's going to be a teaser, just a melting.
Knock the dust flat off it, don't you?
The world will discover. Motherfucker went, the earth sucks. This intro's super Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Hunger Games, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
Where do I put my hand? Yeah, but I am interested to see who's going to star in it, how it starts out, how far back they actually go.
Yeah, right.
Kevin Hart and Woody Harrelson?
Yeah, we got another Netflix gem on our hands over here, you know? They've got movie deals with fucking everybody, dude.
And they just cross them over.
The Rock, Adam Sandler, Kevin Hart. Like, what? Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1, play. I mean, it's going to be like buddy cop, funny. I don't know if they're like cops, but Woody's going to be the straight one. Kevin Hart's going to be like, what the fuck, man? You know, like. Dronu? DMX, dude. what y'all really want. Kevin Hart is funny. Oh, so it's Woody Harrelson. He'll cut the guy under his eye and puke in it and act like he meant to do it. What you get, motherfucker? It looks silly, just like those Bodyguard movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll check it
That
out.
looks funny, man.
Yeah. Toronto. Scam BC Scott.
RCMP.
Blasted.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
This is more Netflix shit.
Yeah. Why's he dressed like that?
Oh, God.
What the fuck? George Lucas gonna sue somebody.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Now he's dead. Oh, they're space zombies. Bombies. Real Shaun of the Dead kind of vibes, you know?
Yeah.
This would be one of those movies they were talking about, though. You know, it looks like a silly goose time, but they even some of the comments on that article were like, "Quit bringing over as much like foreign B." But you'd never get to see this movie if it wasn't for them.
Nah, dude. I still think The Platform's one of the best foreign films I've seen in a long time, you know? So.
We would have never known about it.
Yeah, I can't be mad at it, you know?
What's this chick again?
Yeah, dude.
Fucking everything. All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
It's got Ralph Finesse in it.
Yeah. Yes, chef. elite shit here, dude. It's the Squid Game of food. Oh, because she's not a foodie. They're going to start killing people. And then he's going to cook them. This does not look like a comedy.
Yeah, it says comedy in the fucking thing.
Ain't no shot. It looks crazy, right? Like,
it looks good though, yeah. Yeah, whenever it said comedy, I was like, when's the shoe gonna drop?
I wonder if that claps like he's keeping him hypnotized, and that's the trigger for it. Like he's done some hardcore brainwashing.
I mean, I get brainwashed by food daily, so you know.
On IMDb, it says it's rated R, comedy horror. Oh, okay.
All right.
Wasn't nothing really funny in that trailer. I guess when he was like, I'm getting fucking crazy vibes here. He was crying, looking at the plate.
Yeah.
Make it a pick for the gram.
Pick for the gram, dude.
Sandman.
Yeah, this is trailer number 2 for this. Sandman's coming out soon too on Netflix.
I keep forgetting about that. I hope it's going to be good.
Well, before we only saw like a teaser thing, right? Wasn't like a full-blown trailer, was it?
I think we watched a full trailer, but it was like quick cuts.
Yeah. What's the series? I'm ready. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play. That looks creepy.
Dude,
the Wasteland Sandman.
He's got the mask. That's cool.
Isn't he? Oh shit!
Yeah, it's the chick from
Dr. Louise Coleman. Does she call him Morpheus? I remember this now. Doesn't he have to like go on a quest to get all of his shit back?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember talking about this now. I think his eyes were gone.
A lot of stuff's dropping in August.
We're like, who is this sci-fi Freddy Krueger?
His sci-fi Freddy Krueger.
Sleeping.
I imagine someone turning around like from their chair in a restaurant, and the camera's like right in their face while they're saying it. They've got like a corncob pipe. Who is this sci-fi Freddy Krueger?
Jenna Louise Coleman. Hello, Puppet.
Sci-fi.
Day shift. Oh.
Yeah. Jamie Foxx is a vampire hunter.
What?
Yeah, bet. This is his version of Blade, you know.
Oh, I get it now. Day shift. 3, 2, 1, play. Clever. Whoa. I mean, we already have Fallia.
I mean, I thought it was going to be a trailer, but
My badass motherfucker. Whoa. It is high energy.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Let's go. That Snoop Dogg? Was that Snoop Dogg?
I mean,
About to find out. Snoop Dogg is in the movie.
hell
That
yeah.
was Snoop Dogg. They hit his face, but it's like if you know that goatee, you know it.
Yeah.
Like, ain't nobody taller than that lanky.
That goatee don't lie.
This was the only earlier I pulled my laptop out and I was like, maybe do the trailers. I pulled up every trailer you just had there, and this was the only one that you didn't have. All I do is go to like trailers this week.
Yeah, that's the same thing I do.
Yeah.
I always get my man.
Yeah.
You know? Vesper?
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. It looked like sci-fi, so I don't know though. Yep, sci-fi. It was a sci-fi Wilson. Creepy. We require more Vesper gas. It's definitely mining, right?
Yeah.
It looks like they've gotten everything. Oh shit, she's pregnant. Or is she? You never know, man. Might surprise you.
I'm down. It looks good.
Somebody left that comment. You had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Hell yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Drum roll. Uncharted.
That's what we're doing next week.
Yep.
Little Uncharted action.
Well, Nathan Drake. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Never played the games. I mean, it looks like Tomb Raider. That's what it looks like.
It's like Indiana Jones and Tomb Raider had a baby.
Oh, wow. How could you fail at that?
Mm.
They're like, we'll think of something.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, that's the Holy Grail. No. Yes.
What? No.
But yeah, Uncharted and Obi-Wan.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Obi-Wan.
Yeah. I mean, I want to watch. I got to watch Uncharted to see. See if we're going to watch it. Might as well. Throw it on the pile. But yeah, check some out.